We are live. Uh-oh. Lord have mercy.
Loading.
Are we not? Oh, we are so...
Yeah, we're live, dude.
All right, let's figure this out. So, guess we'll just have to stay vertical.
Is that gonna stay?
I don't know. Probably
Looks
not.
a little janky, man.
It does look janky. I could. I tell you what, I can fix that. Hang on. How do I do it? Do this. Man, I wish it was not vertical.
I got the alert.
Okay, well, hang on to it.
You got it.
Why don't you talk to the crew, Bob?
Hey, how we doing, everybody? Tonight is our special edition live episode of Double Jointed, starring myself and the ever affable, handsome,
Man,
smells nice,
do I?
wonderful Mark Thomas.
Boy, we're having some
Thomas
technical
in the house.
difficulties. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. All right, I think we
Does
got
that
it.
work?
Yeah, that'll work. So I thought we'd go horizontal, but it's making us. Hey, look at there's the dog.
Hey, Charlie's in the house.
Hey, buddy, we got you some stuff. It's all down in the car. I need to send you a picture. But yeah, Greg, like Greg said, we're here live in Durham, North Carolina. We just wrapped up tonight. It's about 11:51. You know, I guess if you're live, you know what time it is. Wherever you
know
are,
what time it is.
you already know what time it is. But I think the Purple Gang is still going strong. You know those guys; they go all night long.
Everlast.
So we wish them well. But we were thinking about recording last night and then again this morning, but then we were like, hey, you know what's going on? We're doing the reveals tonight with the Cosmic Legions Wave 2. So, what is it? It's the new wave, but it's Book 2.
Book 2.
Oxkrewe Book 2
Harrow Zone.
There we go. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to open this guy right here, the Heavy Gunner, and then Greg is going to be opening up
The Skeleton.
So let's get into it. I think you've got less stuff to take out,
Okay.
so why don't you start with that? And we'll start by saying that, yeah, it was a really good con.
A lot of fun.
Lots of really cool people here,
Yes.
which is great.
Yeah, a lot of people showed up for this.
So here, the Heavy Gunner has got his, on this side, he has the face shield, the tubes, almost an entire hands pack. We've got a little rocket here. We got his extra pistol. And down below, we've got the Heavy Gunner part.
Big gun.
Got the big gun. We got the tube connector. We have 2 shoulder pauldrons, the base figure, and then his like sort of neck harness chest accessory. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy. Yeah, he's got a lot.
While
we'll
he's
go ahead and get this guy.
untwisting, got the skeleton here. I took out the back cardboard thing. Mr. Skeleton comes with a baggie, as they say. Sword, shield, some hands, the pointy finger, which
That
a lot
we
of people are
didn't
making
know
a
about?
big deal about.
Yeah.
The pointy finger. Here's the bio on the side. Look at that tiny writing.
It basically just says that they are the forces of the undead, and they cannot be killed unless their bones are completely destroyed and ground into powder. That's the only
Very
way.
dramatic. Comes with a spear, which is always a welcome weapon to have. And this skeleton is causing quite a stir. My fiance was like, "What's the deal with all these skeletons? Who cares about skeletons?" And I said, "Well, it's a new figure. This one's very tight, so I'm going to be careful. I don't want to."
Oh, do what you gotta do, man. I got 4 of them, so we're good.
Yeah. So the skeletons are a new figure, basically, right? All
Mhm.
new.
All new for the 10th anniversary,
New
celebrating
color.
10 years of Skeleton Warriors.
Yes. And in hand is beautiful. Look at the vertebrae on this. It's got like a nice wash to it. The jaw does articulate.
He-Man!
He-Man. Hey, Charlie. His jaw's not looking too good. I was gonna make a joke, but
Who is this Dave the Minion? Says, no way, you're a toy collector? I collect them too.
What, Dave? Welcome, Dave. Welcome to the show, man. Anyways, this is an amazing figure. It's very stiff, though. I'm kind of shocked. I don't want to... He might need a little hot bath. Might need to take him into the shower.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and, thankfully, this hotel's got really hot water. So.
Limber him up a little bit. How's that heavy gunner?
So the heavy gunner is great, and I gotta say, like, I actually really like his base form, like with no stuff on him. I think he looks fantastic. This is the exclusive
base form.
This is the show exclusive. So the heavy gunner for Cosmic Legions, since they were doing cosmic reveals, this whole weekend's kind of been about cosmics. But this is the first show that you can get the Skeleton Warrior.
Yes.
So he's not a show exclusive per se, and neither is this guy. Honestly, this is just the first place you can get him. But the Four Horsemen are going to be having an in-stock sale of this guy in September.
Yep.
So you'll be able to pick this guy up for regular show cost, which I think was. I think this is kind of more of a deluxe, so probably like $40. I think probably for this guy on the in-stock sale. But he looks great. He's got he's got a lot of stuff, and we're gonna kit him out. Let's see here. Where'd you get this?
The skeleton was at the show today at IshCon in Durham, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's where we are. So just to give you like we're just gonna throw in. He does have like a pistol. And so, just kind of throw that on, and yeah, he's looking pretty dope. This guy's pretty nice. Let's see, the Four Horsemen were here. They did an awesome reveal tonight. They did, really good despite technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We were very lucky. We bought VIP passes, so we got in last night. I got to go into the show floor last night and pick up our heavy gunners and our skeletons and do a little shopping last night, which was kind of cool. Before the show kicked off today. That skeleton guy is awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
You can feel free to like show off his like articulation.
I don't want to push it too much, but yeah, he's got nice bending.
It's so loud. I'm so
It
sorry.
is. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. He's got everything articulates except I guess the toes. I would say.
Yeah.
He does come with some extra hands. It's his shoulders that are really tight. And the ball joint in the rib cage, which is a new kind of place for the ball joint, is in the actual rib cage there. You can see.
Oh yeah. Charles says he got his skeletons in the middle of the day. Mine were delivered today too.
Lucky. Yeah, I haven't got any.
I don't think anybody got shipping notifications.
Oh no, they're
I
just
think,
getting busy.
Yeah, they just. I think they probably wanted to get them all shipped out before the show.
He also comes with let's open the shield, the bag with the shield, sword,
all the hands.
Oh, he also comes with the belt too. Here's the shield. It's got like a nice kind of greenish patina on there. Sword, basic sword. Also comes with a belt. Comes with a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 hands. So quite a few hands. Here's a belt, and I believe this is from the new belt pack. There's a new belt pack that's coming out.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, very cool. I like it. That pointy hand is great. Comes with 2 pointy hands.
I am lost in the shoulder pauldron hell over
Are
here.
you?
Yeah, one of them is just giving me a really hard time. We'll see how it goes.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So I'm taking a hand out here.
We kind of buried the lead, jumping right into these opening figures because we didn't really talk about the fact that Greg and I are literally sitting shoulder to shoulder, and we're not 7 states away anymore.
Right? Yeah, I'm super stoked.
That's kind of been the best thing about this weekend.
Absolutely.
Hanging out with you. Not getting.
It's been good, but this is great. I hadn't seen you since November.
Legion's Con.
At Legion's Con, yeah.
It's been a long time. So.
Yep. Great seeing you. So right now I'm putting on the pointy hand, the pointy fingers.
I think people are making a big deal about that because we hadn't seen it in the picture.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it. It's like the Spider-Man pointy fingers. So there's the pointy finger. But he comes with both hands, left and right. You.
This chat's out of
Get
control
over
tonight.
here.
This chat is out of control.
It is. Yeah, it must be the hour.
It must be the hour. It must be when you just go live on YouTube and
Yeah.
not on your own channel.
Yeah,
You know?
that's okay. All are welcome. All are welcome.
That's the opening to your show.
Yeah.
So I'm having trouble with one of the shoulder pads, not wanting to stay on. This one right here, it's having a hard time going in. On the back, you can see how they're kind of like mismatched. But you put the shoulder pauldrons on, you put on the chest armor, and this guy is looking
I
pretty
really like the
dope.
colors. He's beefy.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of
He's a
people
big
say
boy.
that he's very reminiscent of Master Chief.
Yes.
He's giving Halo vibes over
Yeah.
here.
I know my friend Brendan said it's like the Irish flag colors. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I can see
absolutely.
that. I can see that. Putting the shield in Mr. Skeleton's hand.
Ah. Oh, I thought I had it. I don't have it. Boy, I thought I had a breakthrough.
Shield. Hey, Randall is here. We are live. Yes, we are,
you Jokers
sir.
live? We are.
We are.
Randall gets to rub shoulders with me every week, so I hope he's not
It's
jealous.
past your bedtime. I think he seems kind of vibrant.
I
I think he
know.
had his little nap. He had some dinner.
Yeah.
He's alright.
Yeah, I'm having some trouble with these. Yeah, he's gonna make fun of me. Why are you up so late? He's right. I am up late.
Yeah, the skeleton's nice. Somebody had brought one to a lunch that we went to earlier today, and his moved a lot better. This one is a little stiff, especially in the shoulders and the upper ball joint area. And I don't want to push it too much without a nice warm bath to get him a little more.
Or a hair dryer, which we do have.
Or hair dryer. Yeah, either one. Either or. Little heat. He needs a little heat on these bones.
I will say that this chest armor, which is the same as the Red Jet and Sligor, it stays on very well. Like, typically, I would not be able to do this with a chest armor piece.
Why is your hand shaking? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I've got the
Don't be
balls.
nervous.
Got the
Just
balls.
because I'm here. Don't be nervous.
So one of the really cool things is that people think he's got two different head sculpts. He only has one head sculpt, but if you pop off his little visor, which is really kind of cool, so he has another visor
Ooh.
that kind of tucks right onto the top of that, and when you get it to pop in there, it actually, the way that they've painted it, makes it look like a fail, complete fail.
That's okay.
Let's get it back on there.
It happens. This is
Performance.
live.
Performance anxiety, you
It's
know?
all right.
Um,
Practice.
There we go. Is it in there? That it basically looks like a secondary head
Yeah.
sculpt. It's just more of a visor. And that's really
Very
cool.
cool.
I kind of dig the way that looks. I wish again, sorry I can't get the pauldrons on there, but one of the holes is just giving me a hard time. Jesus.
I like the belt
Christ.
too. The belt is nice.
I knew what that was going to sound like when it said it. Randall's laughing.
I'll be giving out autographs. You better not charge for them though, Randall.
Oh, he will.
You gotta be better than that, dude.
And then, of course, he does come with the gun that came with Vorga
That's a big ass gun.
and a couple of others. We saw one.
Compensating. He's compensating.
But yeah, this heavy gunner looks incredible. Again, this is just an early release of this figure. He actually is coming out in the in-stock sale in September. So if you do want to get your hands on this guy, you certainly can. He's not going to sell out. I think he's going to be fine. I don't think that.
Eye catching.
Yeah, he's
He's
very
great.
eye-catching, and I love the amount of paint that's
Yeah.
on this gun. Like
Sure.
that gun's got more paint on it than some entire
A lot of
Hasbro
detail.
figures.
A lot
You
of
know.
detail.
V-Dog's like, take 2.
Legion's Con is in New Jersey. Parsippany.
Whippany. Whippany, New Jersey.
I thought it was Par something. Par.
Yeah,
it's Whippany? I'm sorry.
It's one of those 2.
No, you're right. I think you were right.
But yeah, it's first or second weekend in November.
Yeah.
So if you guys have never been, it's a great con to go to. But it is almost strictly mythics and cosmics. You have a couple of other companies that will be there, selling their figures, whether it's like, the Meta Travelers.
Some different toy lines, yeah.
They're going to be there. You'll have like the Plunderlings, stuff like that. AWOC, I think maybe is there. So you do have other toy companies that will be selling their stuff. But yeah, it's for mythic and cosmic fans, and put on specifically by the Four Horsemen. They'll have show exclusives there every year. This year they have 2 different ones, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, which I believe they did last year as well. But again, I just love this guy. I love the pared down version. I think he looks really cool. How many heavy gunners are you getting, Mark? Probably just this one. And I probably won't even leave him with all of this armor, honestly. I kind of really like the pared down version of this guy. He just looks a lot slicker.
Sometimes simple is
but
better.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could see me getting one more. One to leave in this form, and then one to leave in like the heavy gunner form. The heavy, like all the artillery. But yeah, here, check this guy out.
Yeah, I'll switch you.
And then, since it is my figure, I'll be a little less careful with the. I want to show you guys like what this guy can do, because I was fooling around with him last night, and
this is a chunky figure.
Chunky monkey. Like, you can't get the arms to go all the way out to the side, which is kind of cool. And let's see here. Look at these legs, man. Look at this. Check this out. You can go all the way.
Holy schmagoli.
I mean, this guy can pose up in some crazy poses. He can get into some better, like, Spider-Man poses than some Hasbro, like, Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures can.
You know what I want to get is one of those steak.
You want a steak dinner?
Skate deck.
Oh, yeah.
And do, like, the Steve Caballero kind of...
Look at that.
You want a
crazy.
skateboard?
Oh, yeah. And you can take his little booty bone here. This booty bone is also removable, so you could plug in like a bone tail if you wanted to, or bone wings in the back. Mm-hmm. I believe that this is the same body that they have developed for the Necronominus wave.
Yeah.
There's like
a preview of what's to come.
Yeah, there's like a fully skeletal body that's coming in that wave, and I think that they were able to like put this together for that. But just to show you how the chest works, you can see that it's not completely empty or hollow. It is kind of solid filled at the back. And V-Duck says my bones are cracking. Oh, Dave the Minion says, I gotta go. I'll be back next Saturday, because for me it's 11 o'clock here in Cali.
Where you at in Cali, man?
That's your neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm. Where's your hat? Where's your hat?
Yeah, dude. He's like, look at my receding hairline, dude. It's terrible. I didn't bring it.
You still have a hairline.
I didn't.
You have a hairline.
There you go. But yeah, these are 2 great figures. I think I'm gonna have to go with this guy, Mr. Bones, as a figure of the weekend. I kind of enjoy this. I enjoy this. You need to feed that Skelly. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I've got a couple of skeleton custom heads at home that I can't wait to paint up and stick on this guy. But yeah, he's pretty dope, and I am loving this guy so much.
I had a good weekend of figures. Got some good figure releases.
Yeah, Heavy Gunner is killing it. So let's get into it. Let's get into the reveals, because tonight we got. I was thinking we'd have like a pretty small reveal window. I thought, or release, a wave release. I thought we would have like maybe 3 to 5 figures. I thought it was going to be pretty small, but you know, the Four Horsemen, they go big, and so they didn't disappoint.
Right.
So what we're doing is we're getting into the story of the Oxkrewe who have crash landed on this planet Thraxis, and I believe the crew is kind of like setting up camp and making do with what they have, setting up a communications base from book one, and then and now this is the second book where they start getting in contact with some of the more indigenous people and species of planet Thraxis. So we do get a couple of members here. Or where are we going to start? We're going to start with Korg.
We can start with Cog.
Oh, Cog. That's right.
Yeah.
So Cog is let's go back up. We'll just kind of go in the order that they did them. Oh,
That's
they don't
the
have
first
them.
one.
Yeah, let's do. So the very first one that we have is Hylor Klin. Is that right?
Hylor Kryn.
Kryn. So this is one of the Wastelanders. Sorry, we're not going to have a lot of visuals to kind of go on. Maybe Greg can show his phone, but we're talking about this guy with the yellow armor. This guy looks great. He was like the one they started the wave reveal on, looking fantastic. I love that yellow armor and the soft goods.
Yeah, I do too. He kind of gives me like a Tusken Raider vibe.
Right.
Kind of like
Mad
a
Max
wasteland type. He's got like the creams, the yellows, the browns, the beiges. It's got like the nice hood, scarf combo. Looking good.
And is that the one that comes with the blue head?
Yes.
He also comes with like an unhelmeted head,
Yes.
Which looks awesome. I believe this is the Slagor Riz head, just repainted, and that
Little action pose.
that's tough. That looks so good.
Yeah, it was a good way to start the show.
Yeah, like right out the gate,
really
that was a
got our attention.
solid release. He comes with a fair amount of stuff.
Yeah, 2 head sculpts, mace, 2 guns, 4 hands, the shield. What's that thing off to the side there? To the left.
I don't know.
To the
Oh,
left,
is that the
to
tube that
left.
comes out of his nose? Because
Yeah, that's a tube. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
tube.
the tube.
Yeah, it's the tube.
So that kicked off the show. Yeah, Randall, I think so too. Might go all in. It would be my first Cosmic Wave. Yeah, also, and then the all in is not bad. $2.99.
Right.
That's
It's a
not
great
bad
price.
for eight.
It's doable.
For 8, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
we wouldn't get in trouble for buying that. That's a good price.
My wife's in the room, so.
Yeah, she is.
So next up, we're gonna go with the second release, which is Jobari Key.
Jobari
She
Key.
works with.
Kern Ray.
Yep, and hit the Wastelander crew, first female in this wave. She is looking awesome. Like
Yes.
I love this figure so much.
I do too. Yeah, and the colors of these figures have kind of a recurring theme of like beiges and tans and some greens.
It's very earthy,
Yeah.
earth tones, more muted colors. She does have Ziri's mask on
Yes.
in this photograph. She has very short hair, and does she also come with an additional head?
I believe so. I just clicked
Yeah, she
out.
comes with the Kalian Shun.
Yes. What I didn't realize though is that this head, the first head sculpt, is from Gadriel.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
The angel, yeah. So that's a Gadriel head sculpt that they've never reused until this.
I remember
figure.
telling you in the reveal, I was like, she would look great, like repainted for Bastet.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
you
for sure.
repaint that and put it on Bastet. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, she comes or the weapon bludgeon thing or whatever, and then 2 head sculpts, and then the mask, and 4 hands.
Yeah, Charles is like, it was crazy because he's like, I had to utilize Instagram to see the pictures during the live video. Dude, we did this exact same thing. So what would happen was, if you saw the live video, is that Jeremy would reveal the character and show the first picture and then start talking about it. And then he would get Eric to start talking about it. And while Eric was talking about it, you know, you could see Jeremy over there like copying, pasting, and then posting all the photos on Instagram. And while they're showing the slideshow in the room that we were in, we're also like zooming in on Instagram, like, oh, look at this picture, like look at the loadout, look at this head, you know. And I thought that was pretty neat for them to be doing it live at the same time. So we were doing the same thing, literally in the same room as it was happening. We were doing the same thing. Next up, this is Cog, who is like the Chewbacca of the group.
I was just about to use that reference.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead, jump. I'm
Yeah,
stepping
no,
on your toes.
no, not at all. I was just that was what was going to be my. I was going to say he's kind of like the mechanic or the guy that repairs things. He's crafty. He's got a tool belt.
He's a member of the Oxkrewe. So this is really cool. He's got a Buzz Lightyear simian vibe kind of going on. The head sculpt in this guy has to be seen to be believed. It's so.
It kind of reminded me of like a baboon almost.
Yeah, it's very much like a baboon, very much. But it's like an alien baboon. He does come with the Monkey King tail. Which
is that it? I didn't realize that.
That's the wired, bendy tail, but that head is incredible.
Yeah.
The goggles are removable and they're connected in the middle with this little blue piece that connects to his forehead. So you pull that piece out, the goggles come off, because they showed this head live and the head and the neck are pretty large. And so they didn't want to redo like two heads because it was just a big piece to redo. But there's the one head and the goggle piece. Lots of space tools.
Mm-hmm. Space tools.
Your boy's yawning.
Someone's getting sleepy. Long day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But a cool, very cool figure.
Charles, what do you want? Which one of these figures do you want multiples of? He's like a. Yeah, Randall, you're right. Cog would make a great custom. He's gonna. Dude, there's so many new parts and new heads in this wave.
Good stuff.
Who do we have up next?
Let's see here. I'm trying to remember the order.
I think the Buzz Off.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
So this was really cool. You want to tell them the story about this Buzz Off figure?
Sure. So the character's name is Antiphiles, or Anthophiles. Maybe Anthophiles.
I think you're right.
A friend of the studio had created a custom, I think it was last year, a tribute, Motu tribute Buzz Off using parts that are already,
David Williams
was the guy, and so he posted a picture of this Buzz Off character creation, and the guys at the studio kind of, I guess, made it into an actual retail figure and made it a tribute to David Williams. So this is the figure. And
I did not think they would do a tribute figure this year. But they did.
So and it's a Motu. So yeah.
Be Gone 84, I believe is
yeah. But a really
that is handsome, one dope figure.
Very nice.
And figure. It is almost piece for piece identical to David Williams' original. I think the only thing that's different is the color of the gauntlets, but they use the same style.
Yeah.
But then they even went a step further, because instead of just using the alien head, they went and used the Sphexian head too for the helmet.
Yeah, that helmet that's it. That's an awesome idea though, that they used the actual Sphexian head and turned it into a helmet.
It's so brilliant. Like, I love Buzz Off already.
I do too.
You tell me you're going to make a Buzz Off tribute, I'm there,
Off.
But this figure just looks incredible.
The only thing with the Buzz Off figure was his helmet, it just kind of sat on top of his head.
Right.
Like, it was kind of like up here. It's like, I want to put it on.
Right, have his eyes go.
That was my only gripe with that figure, with the original He-Man figure. But congratulations to David Williams. Awesome dude. He was on my Neuter Mythic show. Really great guy. Which I think his episode is coming up.
It has to be one that's not aired yet, because I've watched it.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
The
Very
next,
cool.
I believe, is this fella, the Thraxian Hunter.
So in the last wave of Cosmics that still hasn't come out yet, Oxkrewe Book 1, we got a Thraxian scout who was the green alien. So this is the Thraxian Hunter. So he's this brown. This was, to me, the one that was like mostly resembled like a Tusken Raider.
Yes.
It's kind of got this bone mask, bone armor, soft goods.
Yeah, for
teeth
sure.
Bearing, like, he looks fantastic.
Yeah, very savage.
Randall says 4-H needs a payment plan.
Right.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that is for sure. Let's get some other pictures. Here's a picture of him without his helmet covering.
Yeah, that looks really dope.
Nice brown eyes.
And that bone, that jawbone.
Yeah, you
hammer,
can tell how
like,
savage these bastards are because they're using body bones, as weapons. So, but look at the texture of the skin, like the scales and all that. Those feet.
Looks like a Oleg Thygar reuse.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But Oleg never had bare forearms, so they must have had to create something new for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he looks fantastic.
Nice.
And honestly, I thought he was going to be the rider of the mount.
I really thought that
they
too.
look so good together.
I like this guy's teeth too.
Yeah, he's got a with that helmet and those teeth, he has a Lord of the Rings Uruk-hai look.
Yeah.
Which I could see somebody making a couple of Uruk-hai customs with this.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Oh, I love that. Have you seen the video where they do it with like regular guys' voices? They're like, "Hey guys, meat's back on the menu."
No.
This is like regular voices.
I don't think so.
It's really funny.
Did we do Harrow already?
We did.
Okay.
Next up was Bungie.
Bungie.
Now I forgot. This is a scape back. Is that what they call it?
Yeah. So they had the skate back, the wild one, for the last
book one. Yeah.
Yes, and so this is more of a domesticated mount.
And so this is a mount for one of the characters that we're going to see next. So this is Bungie, a named character. He does have a saddle and soft goods. There's a soft good sleeping bag on the back of him that is actually functional. Like they actually showed us, like it unrolls and you can stick a figure inside of it, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I definitely was not expecting that. There's the bedroll. There's a little canister. Very cool. Kind of kitted out. Got the saddle.
It's a super nice, crazy looking figure.
I think they said that it was really a cool design. No, I agree, Randall. This is very cool.
And I think they said this will be like a deluxe figure price, so like 48. So it's not even going to be like 60. It's
I was whispering, I'm like, dude, that's
going
to be like $60, and no, it was 48.
Yeah, that's really dope.
Yeah, very cool. And so the next one is the Rider 2
Bungie's
mount.
And this guy is really dope.
I think he might be my favorite.
His name, what is his name?
Ogcha.
So this is the rider of Bungie, and he is, I forgot, what do they call him? A Giblian?
Vibilian?
And so we saw one of these. We saw one of these in the last wave as well.
Yes.
He's kind of a pinkish character.
Yeah, he didn't have any clothes though. He had like a loincloth.
But this guy comes with this really dope helmet and goggles and this really cool poncho. Like this character just screams Star Wars to me.
Yeah.
Which is a good wave. I think this whole wave has got a very Star Warsian feel to it.
There's some friendly borrowing,
which I love.
Yeah, I'm down for it. It's got the poncho with the sniper rifle slung over.
Yeah, this is a pretty
colors. Very cool figure.
And he does come with an extra head because those goggles are not removable, right? So he has two heads.
Which is nice, I think, because sometimes the stuff that looks good, sometimes it doesn't stay on. If it's an actual head sculpt, and then it'll just pop on and be nice and secure on there. It comes with lots of hands, pauldrons, some kind of canister, I guess, like a breathing canister for his back, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Randall, the mount's name is Bungie.
Yeah.
Bungi or Ji. And this is Ongcha's mount that he rides.
Yeah, they have a little story. There's some lore that Jeremy read on the thing here. But there's a kind of an action picture by Trevor Williams. And you can see Bungie in the background if you look.
Can you pull up the Trevor's photo from the first female figure with the vehicle? Because people kept noticing the vehicle in a lot of Trevor's shots, and they weren't gonna leave us hanging. They mentioned that, we would see the vehicle again, but probably what I would have...
weird moment.
Yeah, it was very weird. And so basically, I think what's happened is they've probably commissioned somebody to make this one singular vehicle. It will be on display in its full glory at Legion's Con for everybody to see with this.
I could see that, yeah.
But I don't think they're making the vehicle.
You don't think so? You don't think they're
no.
gonna make it?
No,
Like
I
first to
think
buy?
if they jumped out there and they made like a vehicle for Cosmics before they made like a horse and buggy or like a cart or something for Mythic Legions, I think fans would
Yeah,
revolt.
you might be right.
You know,
about that.
there's like the back of the
Looks like
vehicle.
he's on the back. Or
But
maybe
a
it's like
vehicle was
train or
created for
something.
this.
Yeah.
And one of the other cool things that I can't remember if it was Jeremy or Eric that mentioned is that these new parts and pieces were all sculpted at the same time as Oxkrewe Book 1. So they were in production at the same time at the facility, and so they will be coming in much faster than it has taken for Oxkrewe Book 1 to come out. So next year, I think they said that Oxkrewe Book 1 would probably ship in the early part of 25, and then this wave could come very soon after, since they were in production at the same time. Oh, I think the only thing we didn't talk about, you're right, is the, what did they call it?
The Wasteland
Survivor Pack.
Survival set, yeah.
Yeah, so much like we got some communication parts and pieces in the first wave, or Book 1, we're going to get another set here, and I'm all for it. I love the world building.
Yeah.
I wish they did more of this in
I agree, yeah.
Mythics.
Yes.
You know, a little table, or a
Yes,
chair,
I
or
agree.
an anvil,
Yeah.
Or a campfire. Because
Charlie
these
says
are,
we need vehicles.
Oh, we
and
do.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
for
Yeah,
sure.
Randall said the same thing. I agree. They need vehicles for sure. And I think they're listening, but I think also, I was talking to Jim, one of the horsemen today, and we were kind of talking about, they want to give the creators the space to be able to create stuff. So like they'll build, they'll create a figure like this, but they also encourage us to, use our imaginations and to create things that can accompany this figure.
They don't
or
need to give us
accessories
everything.
or something. Yes. So they're happy for us to create and build and,
and they embrace that,
Absolutely.
I think probably
absolutely.
they're also kind of watching too, because if you look at like Hasbro, what Hasbro's doing with Blacks, like G.I. Joe Classified,
Mhm.
they are putting out vehicles left and right.
Right.
I mean, motorcycles, four wheelers now,
Mhm.
small vehicles, large vehicles, vamps. Like, I could totally see like them making something like a vamp vehicle for
absolutely.
Cosmics, and have it
I
be
would
hopefully a
for that.
reasonable price. And I know people would buy it like
Yeah,
crazy.
for sure. For sure, definitely.
So you're saying yes, they will make a vehicle. I'm saying there's a chance. That's
Right.
that's
Say
what
there's a
Jeremy
chance.
always says. So
Say
there's a chance.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think there's money to be made,
For sure.
and they're not going to turn it down. They do want to give creators room to create stuff, but they also want to,
Right.
make money themselves and be, productive.
And that's it. I think that's everything from the whole wave. It's a much larger wave than I expected it to be.
I agree.
Cullen called it. We asked him before. It's like, how many do you think it's going to be? He said
Maybe
8.
he knew. Maybe he knew.
Oh, he may have. He may have had some insider knowledge.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great reveal. It was my
Good
first
stuff.
time being at a reveal. It was your first time.
Mine too. Yeah, mine too.
Being at a full reveal. You're going to get a chance. You'll be at G-Con this year, right
Yes,
before
sir.
Legions, and so you'll get to see the next Mythic late Legions wave reveal.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
like
it's Friday. You're not going to be there on Friday?
no,
Okay.
we're flying on Friday.
Okay. I'll spoil everything.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll watch the reveal live because our flight doesn't take off until like late. Randall, isn't that right? Like 6 that night. So we'll have time. We will have known the whole wave reveal before we fly
Okay.
out, which is different than last year because the wave reveal was happening while I was in flight to New York, and so I had to land. And as soon as I landed, I'd turn my phone back on, and I got to see all the reveals. Like I was like, oh, look at this one, look at this one.
I had to wait. I was driving, so I would pull over and get gas, and I'm like, oh, there's a dwarf. So Charlie has a question.
Yeah.
will the figures fit in the G.I. Joe classified vehicles? I don't think so.
Well, they're
Depends on the figure.
definitely the same scale. So they're all 1/12 scale. So they're in the same scale, but
I think it depends on the figure.
I think Cosmics just.
I think Zeri would probably fit.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
the
this guy
2.0s would fit. But
This
that
guy's
guy's-
bulky. I don't know if he'd fit inside.
Yeah, I don't know if the 1.0 figures would fit. I think the 2.0s would probably fit, no problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the pre-order window for this is up now. You guys can pre-order right now. It's up
until September.
It's about a 1 month window.
September 1st, I think. It said.
$2.99 all in, and then after September they'll be up at like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment World, like everywhere else. But then you won't get that pricing, that Four Horsemen pricing. So it's been a great weekend. IshCon was great. It was fun. It's smaller than you would imagine that it actually is, but like for a lot of these cons, it's more about getting to see people you haven't seen in a year.
Full of people.
Everybody
friends.
comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think more people like attend than there were like vendors. You know what I'm saying?
I think
like,
so. Yeah, I think so. Rando says Bobby Vala has some vehicles he can share. Yeah, I ordered one of those. So the Vanguard, I'm excited for that.
Randall's trying to stir the pot, I think.
Is he being controversial?
I think that's what's happening. Yes, there's always room for more plastic.
Well said, sir.
But yeah, look, we've been going for about 45 minutes almost. Well, almost 45 minutes. But it's late. It's almost 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Which is
Randall
this is
said
your neck of the woods. You love this time of night.
Oh yeah, this is when I'm
up and being productive,
Absolutely.
and I'm 2 hours into sleep at this point.
Look at that face. Look at
I
that
know,
put It's time for sleep.
So
For sure.
tired. We are driving tomorrow. You're driving tomorrow. I hope you guys have safe travels.
You
We're going to be
also.
driving into a hurricane, apparently. Welcome to Florida.
That's so metal, dude.
I know, right?
Driving into a hurricane. Rock on. But I just want to say it's great to actually, spend time with you. Great to meet your lovely wife, Pamela.
And your future wife?
Yeah, it's just nice. I had a great time.
Yeah, this has been a great weekend. Just hanging out with this
absolutely.
guy instead of not, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles away
Too far.
through the power of the internet.
Too far.
So thank you guys for tuning in and watching.
We appreciate you guys.
Super appreciate it. And remember, we'll probably see us in the toy aisles.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Later.
Have a good one.
Right, how do we do this?
Start a poll.
I'm not going to start a poll. We got to...
Maybe the close sign.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, maybe.